Introducing how to use case breaking with
Payflex.
Once the case breaking is enabled for the account, now it's time to create items or set those items up. First, what we'll do is we'll start from scratch. What I'm going to do is log into the point of sale, open up my sidebar, and go to my inventory module. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create 3 items: a case item, a box item, and a single item. Now, depending on how your case breaking works, you may have 2 items, you may have 5 items. For today's example, we're just going to do a case, a box, and a single. First, I need to create the case. From the inventory module, I will scan or type in the barcode, and I will call whatever I would like. Here, I'm just going to call it case for the example. And set aside wherever this item is going to be in my inventory. And I need to make sure to enable track inventory as well as enable case breaking. Now I'm going to repeat the process and continue to create the items that are all going to be linked together. So for the second item, I'm going to create one called box. And then I'm going to create a third item and we're going to call it single. Okay, now that all 3 of those items are created, now it's time to link them. To do that, I need to scan the item of the parent item. So in this case, the case, the first item, the item that holds all of the inventory. So here I'll scan that item or type in its barcode and then tap the button down here that says Update Stock. Now we'll notice that down here at the bottom we can see a toggle that says Case Breaking. And right below I need to map this item to other items. So here I'll tap on Add Item, tap Select Item to find that item, and first let's go ahead and find our box. Now the next thing I need to do is set the ratio. So how many boxes are going to be in that case? For now, we'll just go ahead and say 10. Now if you remember, there's also the single item that can be found inside of the box. So I need to add that item next. Once again, tap Add Item, select the item, and then search for the item. Now what we're going to say is there's 10 boxes in a case, and there's 10 singles in a box. As a result, there's 100 singles in this case. So we're going to go ahead and say 100. All right. Now that all this information's been filled in, it's time to click Save. Okay. So I've created my case, I've created my box, I've created my item. And so now when I go out into my catalog and I find these items, you can see we've got case, box, and single. If I were to sell these items, then it would reduce the inventory of all of them together. So for example, if I were to say sell these boxes here, we can see that not only does the box inventory go down, the case inventory go down, but so does the single inventory. And that is case breaking through the point of sale with
Payflex POS.